So I was a really rebellious teenager, and I did a lot of bad things, made the wrong decisions and choices, and life just got too much for me, and I was kind of just spiraling out of control.
When I arrived to here, I have little bit English. Yeah, I must to has improved my English.
What would have started it for my journey was being depressed, deeply depressed at 50, realising I had no sense of purpose and I needed a life.
I had stopped going to school and I was just playing around with friends or family, and then I got really bored of that.
Actually, I didn't have any choice. I was in income support, sickness benefit, and they wanted me to find another full-time job because I've got cooking, teaching cooking classes on it part-time. So, but I didn't have any qualifications behind me, so ACE Aotearoa came around and said I had to join the classes.
It's made me more confident in myself. It's given me hope. It's given me just a sense of wanting more for my future, more for my kids and my family. I was depressed. I had no support. My mum and dad had both passed away, and I was on my own pretty much. When I had my kids and when I could see that I was starting to bring them up how I was brought up, yeah, and it wasn't nice. I knew it wasn't their fault and I had to change it.
I went to English language partners, yeah, and I started to learn English, and now I study in Vitiraya Polytechnic, yeah, level 3 English course, yeah, and I work part-time at Pomegranate Kitchen.
It would have basically taken me about a good 6 months to have worked through that period to actually have gone and applied for the first course. So yeah, it would have taken me a good 6 months to even have got out of bed. I went to CPIT, which is now called ARA, and did ACE, Adult Community Education course down there called A New Outlook for Women, which allowed me to lose my shame with my sexual abuse and my domestic violence journey. And then from there I went on to Updating Skills, which is another ACE course, which allowed me to action my passion, which was to give back to in the field of domestic violence. Through those two courses and the tutors, they supported me to consider further learning, which was something I wouldn't consider because I was 50, I'm too old. You know, I haven't done an essay in years, but they supported me that I was totally capable, so I did, and I graduated. My life has become so valuable. I realise now that if I love me first, then everybody else benefits. Yeah. And most importantly, being able to be a good example for my daughter, to help to lead by example. Yeah.
So I found ACE and tried it out for a couple of weeks and realised that I kept going back every day, and so what's pulling me towards ACE? So there was something kept pulling me back, and I realised I really enjoyed being there. Yeah, I like learning. Even though school didn't work for me, I was a little, I wasn't the best student.
It took me about 2 months to finally pick up a courage to go to the classes, because I had literally no idea what was expected of me. I was born in Africa, and from Africa I immigrated to England, and then I left school to help my family out, so I just didn't have any background of any educations at all. I just love it now. I absolutely love the opportunities that's been given to me, that I'm so lucky that I did take the first step. Now I look back and I think, oh my God, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not intimidated by anybody else. And just having that little bit, just national certificates, not a high grade, but just national certificates, is giving me that little bit of proudness that I hold myself today.
Don't ever think that because you're older, you can't learn anything, because there's so much that you can learn. There's always something new to learn, and there's always something that you can do with that learning.
Learning gave me lots of experience in life on New Zealand. Yeah.
Learning is the key to life.
When you stop learning, you're old. That's the way I see it. You've given up, but nah. I want to keep learning.
First step is always hard, but I think you should always, give yourself a chance. Just give yourself a chance, and you'll achieve all your dreams.